This is exactly 2 weeks after our live session. You said you were going to grade me solely on my camera movements, and you've been focusing on that a lot. You sat down to play this game and said this is going to be the one I submit. I think camera movements were key to me winning this game. I recognized when Legion had dueled and was watching the map for opportunities to kill them when they messed up. I also focused my camera on the range creep during the landing phase. Awesome. Note, I have an ultra-wide monitor, so if you see any critical timestamps where my camera movement was bad, let me know, and I'll verify. I couldn't see what you were wanting me to. My only question about this game is my farm at 20 and 30 minutes is low. I felt like I needed to play more cautiously because there was a Legion. And also, I did not feel comfortable staying in lane because of Legion Venom, so I felt that was the main reason my farm was lower. Okay, check it out. Already see that camera zooming around. Let's go. Oh, you took your Q. I wonder why. I would have taken my E for sure. Because you can just set up last hits better with your E. I never saw a moment where you had to level your Q. I think you were intending to get the range grip with it, but I still wouldn't do that. It's so much harder to CS on Ursa without your E. Like, Q is like a, I absolutely have to take this. Like, because I got gone on level 1 or something. Okay, move it. I don't even mind that you're looking around there. Okay, forcing out spells. Yeah, I think your farm's a bit low because you're... Okay, so you're looking around too much. What was this? Were you trying to aggro? What was this? Oops, I rewinded a minute. Okay, I don't even look around the map this much in the first 3 minutes. There's not too much we need to know in the first 3 minutes. But I don't mind that you're trying. Yeah, like, this is unnecessary. Maybe it's good practice for you, which is fine, but you definitely don't have to do this. It's more so, like, the more relevant information there is on the map, the more relevant it is that we look. But if you just want to look for the sake of looking right now to get in the habit, that's fine with me. But, you know, eventually we got to be more selective about when we look. This is a good example, because you're waiting for the thing. Where you literally had nothing else to do. Part of looking around the map is understanding that you have nothing else to do right now. You're seeing this, like, you're hanging out. I would be sitting in XP range, and then I'd go pull small here. That's what I'd be doing. I really hope you pull small. Okay, you're pinging him to pull it. Okay. Good. Yeah, so... Yeah, a little bit of a rough laning phase. 16 minutes. Or 16 CS at 4 minutes. Yeah, this is good. I mean, you're still winning in levels versus Legion, which is nice. Honestly, against Legion Veno, I probably would have gone phase. It's like such a good lane to go phase, I feel like. I know I kind of said default to treads, but this for me would be an exception that I would go phase. Okay, you're doing a good job though with the defensive aggro and like pull to your tower and stuff. And they've also had a big camp available this whole time, which has made it really difficult for you to, like, reliably farm. Okay. I don't mind this attempt. Okay. I mean, so far, I think this is pretty smooth. Like, there was some CS that were missed early. I think, honestly, leveling Q level 1 has been your biggest mistake so far in the lane. Overall, I'm seeing pretty good things here, though. Okay. Okay. You're definitely looking around the map way more. Definitely noticing it. Okay, so the problem is, what you're doing wrong here is when you finish things, you need to issue your next command before looking around. So that's the problem you're having, actually. So watch this. Where is it? Right here, right? So you're looking at the scoreboard before your hero has done something. So, and then here, you're going to finish the camp. And then before you tell your hero to go somewhere else, you're going to look. So, like, what you're supposed to do there is have decided where you're going next. Either the camp over here. In this case, I would go Ancients. But then your hero should be walking there while you look. So you don't end up with these random little AFKs. But I like that you're looking. I mean, it's good. Inevitably, you're going to mess up a little bit while you're doing it. But yeah, it's kind of like the chicken before the egg scenario, which one came first? And in this case, the one that needs to come first is your action issued to go somewhere. So like, this is a time where I would have wanted you to look around the map. You know, what's going on here? What's my team doing? You know, you were just hitting an ancient or a jungle camp. That's an example of a time I would have liked to see it. You're skipping the ancient camp a lot. As Ursa, there's not much of a difference between your speed of... Oh, maybe you're afraid of that guy. Okay, I like this call. Nice, nice. Okay. What is... Okay. Little AFK action there. Nice. Okay. Go hard camp. Very good. Pretty decent time Battle Fury overall. Gonna clear the wave before Legion comes back, I assume. Nice. Could have definitely killed that range creep, I think. But I guess they're all missing, so maybe you felt something I didn't. Or you know something I didn't. Do not spend time pulling the small camp when you have a Battle Fury. Oh, God. You are missing Ancients so much here. You skipped them earlier. You easily could have farmed this and then Ancients now before coming back for this wave. Yeah, do not pull small camp when you have Battle Fury. That's a cardinal sin. You just missed an Ancient camp this minute. Oh, you're missing a camp there as well. I think you're just giving up camps, to be honest. Okay. Go big camp. Nice. Okay, go Ancients. If you don't go Ancients, I swear to God. Okay. Oh, it's blocked. Yeah, I'd probably buy a sentry for that, to be honest. Okay. So, you look like you're looking at the minimap. You're, like, worried about Legion, so you're being very careful. I think if you are scared to advance to this small camp like this, and you're too scared to keep going, I would have gone, like, towards these two camps first. Like, you're either confident to go forward or you're not. So I would either need you to confidently retreat in your farming pattern, either this way or this way, or like that needs to be happening while you're like assessing. Because like you're like walking forward and then assessing, that's not good. If you're like consciously aware that you're scared and you need to assess, you should be retreating as you assess, if that makes sense. Like if that's why you're assessing, which I think is what you were saying. But I can tell you're looking around. You're clearly enhancing your awareness of the map. That's fantastic. We're now kind of being... I get the luxury of nitpicking how you're doing it, when you're doing it. You know, making sure you're controlling your hero. I guess you didn't realize that was blocked earlier. Maybe you still don't realize it's blocked. I would have bought myself a sentry, to be honest. I would have either bought myself a sentry or I would have rotated to a different part of the map because it's generally no longer efficient to be there without Ancients to farm. Okay, so you're looking around a lot. We noticed that. Okay, you're checking items. See it. You might be able to clean this up, actually. Oh, shield rune bottom. Pick up the shield rune. Ah, you left the shield rune. Oh no. Crucial things on the map. I don't hate that you didn't clean that up, but you never know. Okay, so you have like a Nature's Prophet support that's got a Maelstrom. Yeah, so I need you to A-click the camp you're going to, and then look around. So what you're doing here needs to be A-click this camp. So, like, when you finish the camp, you'll learn to A-click your next thing, and then look. That's what you're doing wrong, is from walking from here to here, you're right-clicking a bunch of times. When you can just do this with your camera, and then do this. So a lot of camera movement requires so much more optimization with how many buttons you're pressing to do the same thing. So I'm really proud of you that you're looking at these fights. It's fantastic. It is much better. Like, you know, it was the big issue in your session. So you've clearly made active improvements. And you're probably not even feeling the full benefit of this because I think your items are slower because you're spending time looking rather than walking from place to place, which is definitely costing you. And honestly, not centering that camp cost you like 500 gold. I think you probably lost 500 or 600 gold on this ancient camp between not farming it a few times and that sentry. That actually is probably responsible for like an entire minute delay on your farm. I do like this TP that you had to bottom though. I don't like this TP, I don't think. Oh, it worked out. I would have waited for my team to go first, but I respect that. You knew? I guess with no Legion duel, they can't kill you. Okay, I respect that. I respect that. I would have probably waited for my team to be a bit closer, is I guess what I'm saying. It wasn't that I hated the TP top. Okay. So what I want you to get in the habit of is during these moments, A-click this camp right now. Like, you're not even finished with this camp yet. A-click this one and do this. These are the type of things, like, honestly, you can probably look... I see you looking at enemies a lot. I think you could probably use a little bit more looking at your teammates as well. So, like, I'm not... Maybe it's because I'm fast-forwarding, but I don't actually know what your teammates have. So, you can definitely look to include that. Maybe you did, and I'm, like, selling you short, but from what I've seen, I don't think so. But yeah, these are the moments that I want you looking around. Honestly, coaching you has made me realize, like, I need to be more, I need to be more disciplined for myself of looking around the map. Because, like, I've noticed watching some of my own games that I don't look around enough either. Obviously, my standard may be a bit higher for myself, but it's still, like, not enough. I think it's a pretty big deal that you're top and you didn't solo the Tormentor. I'm not sure. I mean, you're Master Tier Ursa. I think you should be killing this Tormentor by yourself, for sure. With ulti, and you can kill it. With overpower into... use the full overpower while the other one's on cooldown, and then use enrage, like, halfway through your overpower. You can definitely solo kill the Tormentor. And you should have done that here. So I think pretty big missed opportunity with the Tormentor. I really like Shard this game because it lets me hold my BKB for an extra second and a half or 1.2 seconds when I blink in. So I probably would have gone Shard here. And if Legion duels me on my Shard, then it, like, huge dividends there. Yeah, honestly, my biggest problem with this part of the game is you're not Tormentor. Like, I'd be curious, is it just completely spaced for you to do Tormentor? And you're also not dewarding your own Ancients. I think that's been the two biggest mistakes I've seen in the mid-game. Tormentor's a pretty big mistake, to be honest. Like, free Tormentor. Now you have free Roche, and you're still not taking it. I think you're hyper scared. I would have tried to tell my Underlord to come with me, and then I would have taken Roche. I feel like you're... I understand you're against Lion Legion. But I think you're being a bit too off-map. And scared of objectives. I think you guys are surrendering a bit too much map control here. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you are doing a great job cleaning up when your team goes first. So last time, I think you were the coaching session where I told you to play around the Abaddon. I think that was during our class. Where it's like, look for teammates of yours to get gone on. I feel like where you're farming, you're by yourself, so you have to play so scared. If you want to call for your teammates to walk in front of you to take Roche, walk in front of you to take Tormentor, these are game-winning calls because your hero can take the objective solo. You just need somebody to, like, scout for you. So I guess my goal from this game would be that you took more objectives with your team around you. I think you were really strong to do so. Okay, you got the Roche coming. I would personally not go MKB over defensive item here. Yeah, I think the ward is like hidden in the trees. Maybe it expired. Okay, so in this example, what I want you to do is when you get this Aegis, I want you to farm towards your team. So I'd want you to walk this way. Like, I would want you to walk through the mid lane, or I would want... Actually, no. I would want you to TP here and then farm like this. Because your best impact in this game, you've already seen it, you're doing it, is to clean up people who are by them, like, going on your teammates. So I would want you to be impact farming by farming behind the teammate that you think's going to get gone on. So the creativity that I think you're lacking here is who's going to get gone on, how do I find a farming pattern that connects me to them? You've, like, identified your job in the game, like you're doing it, but now we need to take it to the next level and do it with your map movements, not just... What I would say you're doing is you're reacting to when it happens, but you're not creating it yourself. And that's why I feel like there's too much passivity here. Which is, I think passivity comes in not forcing reactions, not setting up plays that you saw coming. Right now, you're reacting well to what's happening, but you're not making any of that happen. Is how I would look at it. Yeah, I feel like you're not really connecting to your team at all, which is frustrating as, like, if I'm watching when I'm watching the game. Okay. And a wipe. The game looks pretty straightforward from here. I imagine you guys run away with it unless game ends pretty abruptly from there. So you guys were actually losing pretty hard until these two fights. This 26-minute one and this 30-minute one. You guys were losing pretty bad. So I'd say, based on this, like, there were a lot of things. I mean, not even just based on this, what I was watching. There was a lot of things you did right there. They were great. I think... so you're now the second person I've done the VIP replay for. I'm really enjoying what you guys are doing with... you guys are clearly implementing what I taught you. And so now we just gotta iron out the bugs, the kinks, when it comes to, in your case, clicking areas so that you are, like, issuing commands ahead of time, pre-planning ahead of time to enable yourself to check the map without jeopardizing efficiency. So that's going to come into huge play for you moving forward. And I think that, like, as you get better at that over time, it's actually, like, a really important skill to develop, like, foresight on your farming patterns. So, and it's funny that I'm seeing how important it is to have foresight on your farming patterns in order to move your camera properly. And I'm almost wondering if I learned that in that order. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Awesome, man. Great progress. Good takeaways here. Go ahead and end it here.